Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're on episode number 2, I think it is, or just, the next episode of the Type B of the stealth ship. So let's keep going. We have to go fight the bad guy now. The bad men. So we have to go do that. I'm a little nervous, because they're kind of scary. Alright, depower the engine, let's repower the cloak. We're going to cloak right away. We're going to shoot down the, level 2 shields. See, that's kind of dangerous. We definitely have to pierce those shields by 1 first. This thing does 3 damage, so it's going to do 1 damage to the weapons no matter what. 1 damage to these two no matter what. 1 damage to the shields, which should hopefully take it down to just 1, which means we can actually do 2-2-2. But I'm still probably going to have some 1 weapon up. That looks like a hull smasher. 2. Ouch. Yeah, that's not good. We'll just keep the weapon train on the same spot. We'll cloak again. We'll cloak before he fires so that it just can't get another shot off. And this will also be a good test to see if we need stealth weapons. We don't. Good, good. We automatically get stealth weapons on the stealth ship, which kind of makes sense. Glad to see that that's the case. Why don't you guys go fix the hole in the ship, please? There's a hole in the engine. This is a really cool designed ship. I like the way it looks. I like the layout. Get some oxygen in there would be nice. And since they're both going to have to heal, we might as well just get them both repairing. And now they can both heal. Party in the med bay. Giving each other some lovin'. He left and the loving left with him. How sad. I'm just really still hoping for a weapon pre-igniter. That would be like the absolute best thing I could find. Uncharted Nebula. Well, there's a good risk of power problems. Rock ships, I think we can handle pretty easily. Sometimes they like to board you, but that's usually more of the Mantis strategy, so. Plus we got the long-range scanners, so we can avoid all the nasty things like asteroid fields. Asteroid fields would tear me apart right now. A neutral enemy bomber with a Zoltan super shield. I think we hire the mercenary to delay the rebels. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to fight him. The Zoltan super shields is just not within our range of acceptable enemies right now. I love rock music. It's so good. I think if we target just barely within that square that this guy will take damage. Yep, he did. Awesome. 1 blast, 1 shot, 1 kill. That's pretty sweet. Okay, we'll work our way around up this way. Quest is way over there. Asteroid field, no thank you. Give me the weapon pre-igniter. I will sell my long-range scanners for weapon pre-igniter. Damn. Scrap recovery, drone recovery, repair arm. Reduces scrap collected by 15, but repairs your hull every time you collect scrap. I think it just gives you 1 extra hull point, which, if you're getting like 20 scrap per spot, you're paying 3 scrap per 1, which in the early phases, that's actually really expensive. We do have an anti-ship drone, but no drone control. Could buy a drone control. Drone control. With an anti-ship drone. One of the advantages to the drone is that it can fire while you're cloaked. Fires right away. It could potentially, I could time it. I could try to time it so that the shields are down by 1 point when we first fire the glaive, which will help us to pierce shields that have level 3 shields, which is going to happen really soon. In fact, if I run across a ship that has level 3 shields right now, I can't kill it. Or, let's see, is there anything nearby, like another store? No. Can't really count on another store. I want to go up to that quest. I think we go like this kind of southern, northern route. Yeah, okay. I think the drone control is going to work out okay. Plus, if we end up with a defense drone, what do we get? We got a defense drone. Sweet. Awesome. So now I can be offensive or defensive. And we have 14 drones already. I'm not going to repair the ship, even though I'd really like to, because we need more power. I'm going to keep the full level 3 shields, and we're just going to have to be really, really cunning. I don't know if we're going to have time to go to the distress beacon and get all the way up there. So we're just going to skip the distress beacon. I might have to do some like cheeky things like turn off the oxygen. Oops. Okay, we know how to handle this ship. We don't actually need to use the drone. This is just one shot, one kill type thing. Just like that. We're going to zap them. Unfortunately, you don't get to learn the names of your enemies unless you have someone in their room with them. It's like, you know, when you have you guys in there and you hover over it, you can see both names, your name and their name. And it's like, so like they're meeting up and they're having face-to-face combat and they're like, "Hey, what's your name?" "Oh, it's Kenny." "Oh, nice to meet you, Kenny." Bam, bam. They start fighting each other. That's kind of how it works. At least that's the way I imagine it. Ooh, we're going to go near the sun. We kind of have to. That's going to be fun. We can get one more point of power too, which would be good. Fortunately, this ship is really easy to kill. It's got a slightly different layout. Notice how he's standing here instead of over here this time. Unfortunately, we will probably eat a blast of the solar flare. Shields will reduce the effect. So we're going to get like lots of fire because we don't have shields. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of fire. Alright, so fortunately only the med bay went down. We actually only have vents in the back of the ship. So we're going to have to... you have to stay in there to actually pilot the ship while we charge it up. So we'll vent all those. Try to put out the fire up here. Keep the FTL charging up. Drone controls down. That's fun. Yeah, let's get out of here. No, look, it's likely there isn't a ship here, so, you know, these aren't even really necessary things. So we'll just go to where the ship is. Cloak's off cooldown, the weapons are fine. We can fix up the drone control later. I think we'll be able to take on this ship just fine. Yep. That was the right call. Alright, so let's depower the engines for a moment, repower the cloak. Cloak right now, get you charging up the weapons. Look at that, the oxygen, yeah. The lack of oxygen fixed the problem for us already. I feel like that glaive beam takes forever to charge. A weapon pre-igniter, oh my goodness, would it be good. Stealth weapons with a weapon pre-igniter, oh my god, I want it so badly. Nice! Shouldn't you be like piloting? Oh, there's no engines, that's why. Look at that. You turn off the engines, he just stands there. Beep boop, beep boop. Stands there. It's a slacker. Alright, so we're going to need to fix up the ship a little bit. We only have 13 life. I could use one more power so I actually have enough to use more of the stuff at once. Okay. Yeah, let's go do the quest. Usually quest rewards are pretty good. Like a big weapon or something. We got drone parts and 26 scrap. I guess that's not that good. Well, 26. It's actually pretty decent for this sector. There's that old layout that we love. One shot, one kill. Going down. Mr. Rock Scout. Space is a brutal place. It's like everyone you meet, you shoot. Very little friendly engagement here. Oh, he resisted once, but it didn't matter. He died anyway. Alright. gonna go here to see if that last jump is something we want to make. And what is the proper spot? I think we go like this. Shields first, and then he'll die in one shot. Do, 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 do. I just love this music. It's my favorite music out of all the FTL sectors. Nice. Oh my god, we got a burst laser Mark 1. Sweet. Shoots 2 lasers that do 1 damage each. That's actually not the best weapon, but it's good enough. We could actually power it up too. It's a lot easier to power up one of these though. We'll just keep it for now. We're not going to do anything with it. Now, do we want to get one more jump in this sector, or do we want to just safely leave this sector? I think we could take on a rebel ship pretty easily with the burst lasers powered up. Or just with an anti-ship drone being used. Let's do it. We can handle it. I think we'll be fine. Famous last words. The burnt-out hull of a rock mine layer drifts by. Behind the wreck drifts a live mine, an automated drone that drills into ships' hulls before exploding. It locks onto your ship's signature and heads away. Attempt evasive maneuvers. The ship's turning circle proves too wide, and the mine bites down onto the hull. You can hear it now chewing through the armor. Send out someone out there to defuse it. Your crew dons a spacesuit exit the airlock when they open up the mine housing. However, they panic. The red wire or the blue? It's the red wire. You did it! Yes! Managed to succeed. Cool. Alright, so, okay, we gotta prepare for this mentally. We're going to cloak, then turn off everything, power up an offensive drone. And it's still, and this is just Sector 2, so we might even be able to take this without doing that, but the level 2 shields, I just want to make sure we don't get any, we don't die. So, depower the engines and oxygen, power up the anti-ship drone, cloak, and we'll time, I'm not going to fire this as soon as it's ready, I'm going to time it so that it fires right after a shot from the anti-ship drone that successfully takes the shield down by 1 point. Oh, boarding party. Alright, so we're almost there. Next shot. Oh, and he missed! Like that. Alright, good. I think we took down... there's still a hull smasher shoot. Drone control's getting attacked. Cloak is almost up, so we'll just hold off. Even if the drone goes down, we can cloak again. Let's just... cloak. And fight him. The weapon will keep charging up on its own. The drone can't fight, because they took out the drone control, but... Alright, so Lang goes back there. Fired him is up in the cockpit. You go here. And the next blast... There we go, right there, right now. Right now is the time. There we go. Yeah, 1 fuel, baby. We lost 3 hull. That's okay. I think it's kind of okay. Might want to turn the oxygen back on. My guys fire in an they fight in an oxygenless environment far too often. That's okay. Don't overreact. It's just a little oxygen deprivation, a little asphyxiation. Some people like that. In a weird kind of way. Oh, right, the med bay. We need more power. Kind of desperate for power. You know you're desperate for power when you turn off the oxygen just to beat a ship. If you could get better at firing weapons, I'd really appreciate it, dude. Ken. Okay. Let's power up the jumpers, and we're off. Uncharted Nebula or the Rebel Controlled. We'll do Rebel Controlled. This sector is hard hit by the rebellion. Many alien settlements and stations located here now Washed over by almost an equal number of rebel bases, heavy-handedly keeping the peace. Ooh, a store. Yes, please. Let's go to the store. Weapon pre-igniter. That's all I want. Just give me a weapon pre-igniter. My entire... Oh, boo. No weapon pre-igniter. Crew teleporter not going to happen. Shields... I know I'm going to need shields eventually. You know, like one level of shields would be making a big difference in all the decisions that I have to make. But I just want a weapon pre-igniter. Is there anything, is there like another store nearby? Yeah, we cannot risk going through the asteroid field without shields. All it takes is one blast to the glaive beam and we're out of commission. Alright, so we're going to go back up here. Alright, well I'm going to take a break though. And, I don't know, hopefully we find a weapon pre-igniter soon. So, thank you for watching everybody. See you again soon.